Hello and welcome back to what will probably be the final episode of Season 4. It is the Croky Cup final against Anderlecht, and then the European playoff places final against somebody. We don't know who that is yet because the leagues haven't quite finished yet, but we have definitely won our league. We've got to play the final first. So at the end of last episode, I actually had a look to see what we would rather win. Would we rather win the Croky Cup and get European football this way, or through the European Playoff Places League? And we actually would rather win the Croky Cup because that gives us normal Europa League football. I think we still need to go through a couple of playoff rounds, but it gives us Europa League football. If we win the Playoff League and not the Croky Cup, we have to go through the Europa League 2, the Europa Conference League, or whatever that is. So we don't really want to be winning that one over this one. I want to win both, to be fair. So for the Cup final, it's going to be Andre in goal, Gallardi, Sio, Sabai and Odi as the back four, Zazura and La Rossa in the middle, Palizzi, Al-Hilali will be the wingers, Faye and Pigott today will be our strikers. We've dropped Samura completely out of the picture, and because it's a cup, we don't have to adhere to the Belgian rule, which means our subs bench involves Pedra, who is Ecuadorian, a German. We have Gildo, who will be getting his squad number, who's a Brazilian. Andrezinho is Brazilian. We've got two Belgians on the bench in Verlinden and Peters. Dahuahulu is Ivorian and Belgian as well. So yeah, we probably still have met the rules, maybe one off, but we didn't need to. We were here last season. We were at this point last season. Standard Liège were our opponents last time round, and we were good, but not quite good enough. This time it is Anderlecht, a team that we've played twice this season and beaten twice this season. So we know we can do it, and we've done it once on camera as well, comfortably. I think it was 3-0 in the end, and we finished with a player sent off being Joel Sabai, I think after about 40 minutes as well, 2 yellow cards. Emre Moore with a free kick for Anderlecht, just 6 minutes on the clock. We are 1-0 down. Don't be doing this game. Don't be one of those games where you go, you know what, you've had fun, but not anymore. We're going to ruin it for you. You're going to lose this game 6-0. You're then going to play the final with the Europa League playoff mess nonsense thing. You're going to lose that one as well, and you're going to end up with nothing. Don't do that. Palizzi with a chance for us from the corner. Sabai's there, doesn't get on the end of it, but it's going to hopefully come back towards them. La Rossa to Palizzi on the left again. Back to La Rossa. Crosses that ball in. Faye is there, and Mohamed Faye was offside. He was offside. What a clown. Going to give them a shout. I'm going to fire them up. See if it does anything. It's not really. There's a few players, Odi and La Rossa, have orange faces with a straight line mouth. I don't know what that means. Gallardi crosses that ball in. Doesn't manage to find one of our players, or does it? It's a penalty. It's a handball. Who is our best penalty taker? Pigott. We're going with Pigott. We're not having Palizzi. We're going Joe Pigott. Pigott's got 15 finishing as well. So the Englishman steps up in the Croky Cup final. Come on, Joey. Joey Pigott. Come on, buddy. You can do this. He's missed. He's bloody missed. Corner for Zazua. We now need to really fight to get back into this game. That penalty was a golden opportunity, and Joe Pigott made a pig zero of it. Al-Hilali's effort hits the defender, and now Anderlecht can run with the ball. Emre Moore on the right-hand side. La Rossa's with him. La Rossa's pushed him over. He's going to get himself a yellow card as well, probably for that one. It's a free kick. He didn't get booked. Half-time. We have yet to have a shot on target, but our XG is nearly 2. How have we not scored? Thrash arms. Prove we are winners. Prove we are winners. Pigott is on a 6-4. Faye's on a 6-4. Al-Hilali and Palizzi on 6-5s. Sabai's on a 6-4. Andre is our star performer at the moment. I'd love a shot on target. That would be nice. Nothing's happening at all. We are 66 minutes. We've had a shot on target apparently. 20 minutes left to play. Pigott's having an awful game. Dahuahulu's coming on. Al-Hilali apparently is injured. It would have been nice if we were told that he was injured. We're going to bring on Andrezinho, I think, for that. And we're going to take off La Rossa as well for Breck Peters. All of our subs. Andrezinho as a winger is a bit of a worry to me because he can't really play there. But we are just playing badly. We don't deserve anything from this game. It's not that Anderlecht have been better than us. We've been just worse. We've just been bad. We're going very attacking. Emre Moore with a free kick with 3 minutes of injury time. And that's it. Game over. Douglas Tank, possibly, with the winning goal or the second goal of the game. That's harsh. That is so harsh. We didn't deserve this. A missed penalty from old Joey Pigott. And we lose 2-0. We had one shot on target. Again, 2 years in a row, Croky Cup finalists, 2 years in a row we lose. I want to throw the water bottle, but we were the underdogs. Thrash arms, I'm far from pleased. People were motivated. I mean, look at these ratings. Al Hilali 6-2, Faye 6-2, Pigott gets a 6-2, Androzino gets a 6-4, Sabai gets a 6-4 as well, Polizzi gets a 6-4. We just played badly. I guess one very, very dull silver lining is the fact that we picked up £50,000, which doesn't really mean a huge amount in the grand scheme of things. Joe Pigott hasn't scored a goal in 16 and a half years, apparently. That's not good. Al Hilali's out for 5 weeks to 2 months, so that's the last we've seen of him. Great. Goalless Duahulu also worries Rupel Boom. We're not scoring goals from strikers. We are not scoring goals from our strikers. If you ignore the Faye goal against Charleroi in the last episode, Sabai, Zazua, Perez, Zazua, Al Hilali, Perez. I mean, we've got 3 goals in the last 2 months from strikers. That's it. Right, we now need to play against Standard Liège in this little league thing, which is already sorted. We're going to come back after that and ready for the final with the European Playoff League thing, so we'll be back in just a second. Just our luck. For the playoff final, we have a local derby against Antwerp. We've played Standard Liège. We drew 2-2 in that game because basically I rotated lots and lots of players because of fitness and so on. And annoyingly, a couple of our players have gone off on international duty. One of them is quite an important player. So it's going to be Andre in goal for this match. Weidner, Sabai, Odi and Naka will be our back four today. Sio has gone off on international duty, which is really irritating because him and Sabai were building a nice little partnership together. Keita is also injured, which means Odi is going to have to start as a centre-back today. Zazua and La Rosa in the middle of the pitch. Perez and Polizzi on the wings. Faye and Pigott as the strikers. The usual suspects, basically, from here onwards. On the bench, we have Pedro Gildo. We also have Peter, Duhuahulu, Deport, Thomas and Samura. We don't have any backup defenders, do we? We need to probably, in the summer, get ourselves some new defenders signed. Because, we don't really have a lot at all. And the ones we do have keep going on international duty. Well, because we ballsed up the Croky Cup final, this is a must-win game again, isn't it? Financially, this is a must-win game. If we lose, we're going to spend another season struggling financially. Obviously, if we win and we get European football, that is not the golden ticket to fix our money problems, but it's certainly going to help us pretty big. Because if we get into a proper Europa League sort of competition, we should be getting TV money and attendances and stuff like that. And I have a feeling our stadium as well doesn't meet the standards, so we might end up playing at Antwerp Stadium. Mohamed Fai's in on goal here, 1 minute and 45 seconds on the clock. We've won ourselves a corner. Imagine if we scored that opening chance. It's going to be Polizzi to take it. The mainstay in the Rupel Boom side, and Faye's headed effort goes just over the bar. Butez is going to take the goal kick as well, so we've seen pretty much everything of this match so far. Silas Naka doesn't manage to get it to Polizzi, and now Antwerp with the ball. They're in on goal. I'm pretty sure he was offside, right? Marco Krakak, he scored. It's 1-0. He was offside. Wasn't he? Wasn't, was he? He was miles on, I reckon. I bet we played him on. Is it you? Did you play him on? Well, the goal's counted, and we're still only 4 minutes in. Antwerp coming forward once again, and it's 2-0. Andre was saving that. Is it 2-0? Is this counting? It's saying he was fractionally offside. I don't think it's going to count. VAR awarded the goal. That is the first time I've ever seen it. Annoyingly, it's for them. I mean, Andre, you didn't need to save it. It was going wide. This season has been absolutely superb until this point. This very point. We've lost the Croky Cup final again. We're going to lose against Antwerp. We're going to get absolutely no European football. Andre just about saves that one. It should be 3-0 to Antwerp. It should be 3-0. We are doing so badly. 22 minutes now. Weidner to Faye. Are we going to actually have a chance and maybe score a goal? Faye's going to run with it. Across finds Weidner on the right-hand side, who's extended his deal for another 12 months. Perez is there at the back post. He heads it over. Halfway through the first half, 2-0 down. Antwerp coming forward with the ball. Silas Naka's going to get there first. He's gone all the way back to Andre. So the Brazilian keeper, who might be playing his last game for the club, because if Fulham come in from in the summer, we're definitely selling him. Perez to Faye. Faye's going to play it back to Augustin Perez in the penalty area. Needs to cross it. He's going to go it alone. He's put it in the back of the net. It is 2-1. We are back into this game. Let's get the equaliser before half-time. If we can go in at half-time 2-2, then we are starting afresh in the second half. Pigott is having a bit of a poor game. Joel Sabai is having a poor game as well. Oddie, strangely enough, as a left-back playing as a centre-back, is on a 6.8 at the moment. Tello crosses it in. Oddie gets that clear. Zazua's not going to get there. Basic, or Basic possibly with it, finds Buta once again. Perez is in the way, as he always seems to be. Back post is Raggers. He's hit the post and Sabai can get that ball clear. It's going to be a corner. We've got a minute probably to play once this corner comes in of injury time. The corner does come in. La Rosa gets it clear, and that is probably going to run the clock down. Basic is going to get there, or I'm going to call him Basic because, you know, that's how it was written down. Tello back to Buta. The highlight ends. Half-time whistle goes. 2-1 to Antwerp, but we are not out of this game yet. I'm going to hands together show me something else. People were motivated. Weidner was demotivated because he always seems to be demotivated. We've got 45 minutes to score at least one goal, ideally two. Throw for Antwerp though. Oddie's going to head forward, but Kayembe's got this. Edge of the area, back to Basic. Back to basics. Lovely. Tello to Buta. That's tickled me too much. And Benzer's in on goal. Andre makes the save. It's a corner. I've just made myself laugh at probably the inopportune moment. It's a corner for Antwerp. It's Ristic to take it left-footed towards the middle. Zazua heads back towards Ristic. Zazua closes it down. Edge of the area is Luis. Zazua can get that ball upfield. In fact, he's just kicked it off for a throw for some reason. Right, Pigott is coming off. He's having an absolute awful game, a 6.3. Sabai's on a 6.2. But we've literally got no centre-backs. We can't... Maybe we do that. Do we put Naka in the middle? Actually, that's not a bad shout. Let's play Sabai as a winger. As a fullback. That's a stupid thing to do because he's never done it before, but apparently he's good at it. Free kick for Antwerp. Raggers with it, edge of the area. Back to the free kick taker. It's through to Raggers again. It's a wonderful block from Sabai, who gets it upfield to Dahuahulu, but doesn't manage to find Faye. And now, once again, Antwerp coming forward with the ball. We've got 20 minutes to score a goal. And Benzer on towards the right-hand side. Sabai's with him. Crosses it in. It's her catch, possibly, with a headed effort. Goes wide. Still 2-1. We need this goal. We need this goal. Demand more. Tello to Buta. It's all Antwerp, isn't it? If we're going to score, it's going to be on the counter-attack. Buta again crosses this ball in. Weidner gets that clear. Faye now. Dahuahulu's up there with him. He's probably the only option. Polizzi's off on the right. Olivier Dahuahulu's in on goal here. Go on, Big OD. Oh, Pembele with a block. It's going to be a corner. 15 minutes to play. Polizzi's going to be the man to take the corner. Right-footed corner from Polizzi. Doesn't find a blue shirt, but gets another chance. Plays it on the ground to Perez. Highlight ends with the ball in the penalty area. And then a corner comes in and that's it. Game over. Season over. Why does Football Manager do this to you? So much hope. We could have finished literally third this season and actually got into like the Europa League proper. We're getting nothing. We're going to get absolutely nothing from this now. Polizzi with a free kick. 10 minutes left to play. It's hit the bar apparently. Was that a shot from Polizzi? Or was that a cross? Either way, it didn't work. And now Antwerp can come forward with the ball. And Benza back to Kayembe in the middle of the pitch. Right-hand side is Buta. It's going to be 4. I can sense it. Buta with Sabai crosses that ball in. Oddie gets it clear. Perez is chasing it down, but Basic is going to be the one to get there first. Get the ball upfield. There is still time to score a couple of goals for us. Andre's going to hold on to that. That's probably going to end the highlight, because I think the highlight was us hitting the bar. So, is it? Maybe? Andre's taken forever. Kicks it long towards Faye. Flicks the head on. Olivier Dahuahulu once again on goal and smashes it straight at the keeper. You had literally 95% of the goal that wasn't covered by the player, and you went for the 5 that was. Polizzi's corner comes in. It was almost, I think, possibly Sabai's head. Perez is going to hopefully get there first. He does. The highlight ends. The match is over. Antwerp have been the better side, haven't they? We've still got 5 minutes. We've still got a highlight as well. Boutez takes it. It's going to be Perez forward towards Mohamed Faye into the penalty area. Faye's gone for goal, tucks it under the keeper. Hold on a moment. There is still time. There is still time. We need to go very attacking. We need to go fire up. Fire the team up. Come on, everybody get going. We need a goal. We've got 5 minutes to find a goal. You wait, no highlights. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Weidner's throw. Polizzi gets the edge of the penalty area. Kicks it straight into the man. And now Antwerp can break, and Benza plays it over to Herkic. Herkic is in on goal. He's going to make it 4. He doesn't make it 4. Andre with a save. Corner for Antwerp. It's Ristic to take it left-footed from the right-hand side. Andre doesn't come out and claim it. Instead, the ball is cleared from Oddy. Basic has this. I think that's Polizzi with him. It is Polizzi, but it's gone back to Kayembe. The highlight ends. The full-time whistle is a minute away. The full-time whistle is about to go. And that is 2 defeats. There. I hate this game sometimes. I really hate this game. We've been so good all season, and we end with literally nothing apart from £6 million worth of debt. Genuinely, I don't think I've ever been more upset. And not upset like angry, just upset as in all of that effort to finish 5th in the table, to win the European Playoff Places League, to get to the Croky Cup final, and to win absolutely nothing. All we've done this season is successfully ruined ourselves financially a little bit more than we did last year. That's it. We need some money from somewhere. We've got another season without our new stadium. We've got another season just battling away in the Jupiler Pro League, trying to get European football. That's all we need to do next year. Well, I guess as it's the end of the season, we'll do the review as well, and it's probably just going to annoy me even more, isn't it? So we won nothing. We succeeded at doing nothing. Our signing of the season is Mohamed Faye, which I'm not surprised. 26 goals in 45 starts, 7 assists as well to his name. Oddy as well actually gets a very good average rating of a 7.14. Gallardi getting a 7.12. Not bad. Perez, I think, was a great signing. 13 goals, 10 assists for Perez. Yarmolenko, who's decided to retire at the end of the season, still scored a couple of goals, got an assist. Lafomba, who we don't want anymore because he's costing us too much money. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of players that have joined the club on permanent deals. Next season, I need to trim the squad. I need to not buy as many players and get excited when I find a half-decent player available on a free. I just need to go, you know what? Let's just not buy him. Let's leave him alone. What have we done? Transfers out. Transfers out, we don't care. Loans out. Who played really well? This guy, Joseph, scored 4 goals, 2 assists in just 9 games. Lots of people, but no one really went out on loan who I've got high hopes for, apart from Mazzari. Mazzari I've got high hopes for. Detri as well, actually. Detri I think might be good. But we will see. Some of these players will obviously be leaving in the summer on free transfer. Some of them will be back. I think Mazzari might be in the first team. The board are delighted with where we finished in the league. I am not. I am not delighted one bit with this because 2 points. That is all it was. In the end, 2 points is all it was, and we would have been... Well, it wasn't even 2 points, was it? It was 1 point, I think. And we could have been in the top 4. And then if we were in the top 4, we could have finished 3rd and got Europa League 2. Instead, we finished 5th. We get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. The board were happy with both Jupiler Pro Leagues, apparently. Also, they are happy we got to the final, but again, we did not win it. We didn't win, and the Friendly Cup, which, sure, don't know what that is. Biggest win then was 7-0. Match to remember was a 2-0 against OHL. Okay then, fair enough. And goal of the season goes to Mohamed Faye in a 1-1 draw against Ghent, which actually was on camera not too long ago. So I know Czech Vatadze scored their goal with an absolute rocket. He hit it like ridiculously hard. And then 2 minutes later, Mohamed Faye does this, gets past one man, runs direct towards goal, just passes it into the bottom corner, the opposite side. Not a bad goal. We did score a lot of goals very similar to that though. Oh, I hate this page. I really hate this page. The finances page. I mean, I love this page normally, but for us, I hate it because we're just constantly losing money. Apparently our sponsorship has gone up, almost doubled actually, which isn't too bad. Broadcast revenues is down for some reason. I'm not sure why that's gone down. Corporate hospitality is down. Prize money is up a little bit. Matchday commercial and retail is down for some reason as well. Okay, we made 114,000 from non-domestic, from shirt sales. 10% of that is non-domestic. Zazua, Fai, Dahuahulu, Yarmolenko and Lafomba, okay, are in the top shirt sellers. Lafomba's a weird one. The rest kind of makes sense. How we lined up then, I mean, it's fairly obvious, isn't it? It was basically the same starting 11 pretty much every match. Andre in goal, Oddy, Sabai, Sio and Weidner, La Rosa and Zazua, Perez and Al Hilali, and Dahuahulu and Faye as our strikers. So no Pigott, weirdly. I would have thought Pigott might have been there instead of Dahuahulu, although Big OD did score 10 goals. I think Pigott only got 8. Zazua wins Fans Player of the Year. That is good to see. He was actually nominated for the Ebony Boot Award, which I think is Best African Player Playing in Belgium award or something like that. He was nominated for it. He was the only player from our team and the only player who wasn't from Club Bruges as well to be nominated, which is quite a good thing. Oddie, Young Player of the Season. Faye, Signing of the Season, Goal of the Season, top goal scorer as well for Faye, and most man of the matches. Polizzi with 12 assists, Zazur with a 7.2 average rating. Any competition awards? There you go. Best Belgian Pro League Goalkeeper of the Season was Andre. And the Rookie of the Season is Mohamed Faye. I didn't even see these awards. Well, it's a record high for us from last season where 32... We got more than 32 points. I don't understand these numbers. But yeah, it's a record high, which is no surprise as we've only ever been in this league twice. Players inducted into the overall best 11. I think Mohamed Faye gets in there straight away into the starting 11. Weidner, La Rosa and Oddie are also there. Oddie is the only one actually who goes onto the bench. Next season, then, they just want us to do football, work within the wage budget, repair the damage. They want that done by the end of next season and to avoid relegation. That's fine, we can certainly try. We might need to shift on some of our more expensive players, but those are actually our better players as well. I think Andre might be leaving, possibly even Zazua and maybe Faye as well if we get some decent offers come in. This is where the awards come in that I didn't actually know existed. So, Mohamed Faye is the third best Belgian Pro League player of the season. That in one season. And he's also the Rookie of the Season, which is good to see. Andre is the Goalkeeper of the Season, he only conceded 42. He was the Goalkeeper of the Season by a mile as well in terms of points. 85 points. Manager of the Season, is it me? Am I nominated? I am nominated, which means we go for Folk Boy and then the Club Bruges manager, who'll probably win it. Polizzi's second top most assists in the league as well. Faye, second top scorer in the league. Badgie scored 29. That's ridiculous. And Rupel Boom players in the team of the season. Weidner and Zazua make it in there. Weirdly, Faye isn't. He's on the bench with Oddie. I feel like Faye should have been in there ahead of this Chermiti guy. Well, that is going to do it then for this episode and this season, and it's not been a good end, has it? It's not been a good end at all. We lost in the Croky Cup final, we lost in the playoff final as well. Next season it's going to be more of the same. We need to really get European football. One more season with our little tiny stadium, and then we're into our 15,000 capacity, which is going to hopefully help us financially as well. We need to sell some players. That's one thing we need to do. We need to get our wage budget under control. We need to ideally get the club sold. However, the chairman loves the club, despite the fact that it's constantly losing money, so I don't think he's going to sell it, which is annoying. Next season is going to be tough. Next season is going to be very difficult, but this season was fun until the end. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with the beginning of Season 5 and probably a very different looking Rupel Boom squad as we shift on a lot of our high earners. I'll see you next time.